Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Riz and today we're making dal makhani. Okay, so dal makhani, everyone's favorite. 3 steps, very easy. Preparation, tadka, and very end, butter, cream, garam masala, coriander, done. We're going to start with our dal here. So we've got 2 cups of urad dal, 1 cup of red kidney beans, so ratio of 2 to 1. Okay, I'm cooking for 8 people. So if you want to cook for 4 people, it's 1 cup dal, half a cup of red kidney beans, a decent knob of ginger. We've got 2 bullet chilies and 1 bird's eye chili cut in half. Just to begin with, soak the dal and the kidney beans for at least an hour or 2 in warm water, just to soften them up a little bit. Okay, once it's done, drain the water out. Now we're here to this bit. We're going to stick that in there as so. The reason why we actually soak the dal and the kidney beans is these are raw kidney beans. Okay, they're not out of a tin. Again, same with the dal, raw. Now, depending on the brand of the dal, it takes various cooking times. So best thing to start with is warm water, soak for 2 hours. That will soften up the lentils slightly and the kidney bean. Ginger, I'm keeping the skin on, gives you that extra little bit of flavor and zest. You can actually remove the skin if you want, just peel it with a potato peeler, but I prefer to keep the skin on. Straight in, okay? And then 3 tablespoons of salt. Finally, 5 parts water to 1 part this. So it's going to be roughly about to that line there. Cold water, straight in. I'm going to simmer this for about 2 hours in a pan. You can cook it in a pressure cooker. It will take 20 to 30 minutes. But again, you're not going to achieve those flavors if you don't slow cook it. So if you rush for time, get a takeaway. Dal's been cooking, simmering for about 2 hours now on a slow to medium heat. The kidney beans are always harder and take more time. So let's just pull out a kidney bean. Let's see where we are. We just gotta get a spoon, break that kidney bean. Still a little bit hard. Can you see that? Press it, open it, you'll see still white inside, quite dry, not quite there yet. We're gonna carry on, I think another half an hour. Whilst the dal's cooking, it's tadka time. So for our tadka, we go straight in first of all with the butter. This is 250 grams. Yes, a lot of butter. A lot of butter goes in this. That's why it's called dal makhani. I've kept some butter for the end that will also go in. But initial process, we're gonna roast some cumin seeds. Butter's melting, starting to bubble as you can see. At this point, we're gonna go in 1 tablespoon cumin seeds whole. We're gonna let those cumin seeds cook in that butter until they start going a dark brown color and start crackling. After the cumin seeds, 2 onions, finely chopped, 2 small to medium onions. If it's a large one, just 1 will do. As the onion's cooking, we can go straight in with the garlic as well. So I've got 4 cloves there, finely cut, as you can see. 4 cloves, large cloves, plenty of garlic, okay? Plenty of garlic, that's what makes a good tadka. If I was cooking a curry, I'd wait for the onions to brown, not in this case. We'll let that simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes. Onions have been frying in butter now for about 3 minutes. At this stage, 2 tablespoons dry coriander, straight in. 1 tablespoon red chili, straight in. Before the tomatoes, you want to cook those spices. You can see them infusing with the onion. That forms the base of our tadka. Once they've been cooking for about another 5 minutes or so, once those onions really start browning, then we'll add the tomatoes. Check that out, that's a nice brown color now. With the onions, the garlic, and the spices. Only 2 spices in there with the butter and cumin seeds, dry coriander, red chili. I'm gonna give it another couple of minutes, let that onion crisp up, okay? The minute I put the tomatoes in, the onion won't crisp. You go to restaurants, you'll find dal makhani. Nobody makes that at home. People tend to make a dal march at home, but not a makhani. Yet it's so easy. Probably one of the easiest dals to make. About ready now. I don't want to overcook that garlic. I want it to have a little bit of bite, because when we add the tadka to the dal and you eat that, you want to have a little bit crunch from that garlic. I've also kept the ginger in big slices, reason being you can pick it up and bite into it. It's a traditional way of eating it. If you've got a roti or a naan, pour some dal on there, bit of a chard, bite into that bit of ginger, bite into that bit of garlic. That's the way. Then go to tomatoes. 4 tomatoes, finely chopped, straight in. We want to cook this until those tomatoes are mushy, okay? Now they're going to release all their water, let it cook, let them infuse with the onions and the garlic and the spices. This process is going to take about 7 to 8 minutes. So heat medium on, could forget about it for a little bit and give it a stir. So 8 to 10 minutes in, tadka's nearly done, sizzling away nicely. Okay, you don't want to overcook it, okay? Don't want to overcook those onions or that tomato, will go sour, because I'm going to carry on cooking this in that dal that's simmering. So what we do at this stage is we'll take the lid off, be careful. I'm going to add the tadka straight into that dal which is simmering away. We carry on cooking. Okay, one more step left of this as we're going along, which I'll explain shortly. We'll come back to the dal in 10 minutes. Okay, so after adding the tadka, 10 minutes in, you can see that my dal is still quite watery. We want that water to thicken up. It's probably going to take another 10 minutes. I'm taking my time with this. Okay, when that water thickens up, I'll add the butter, then the cream, most importantly the roasted garam masala. Okay, so you're probably wondering why garam masala at the end, because it's roasted. I've already cooked it. Okay, the flavors are ready to go. Last thing, in it goes, bang, we're done. Dal's been going about 2.5 hours now. At this stage, another 250 grams of butter straight in. Close the lid and let it do its thing, about 10 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes since the butter's gone in. I've got 400 ml of single cream here, okay, which I'm going to add to the mixture. That's going to give it that creamy consistency that we're looking for. That, along with the butter, is what's going to form into a dal makhani. Again, I'm going to let this cook, let the cream infuse for another 10 minutes, and I'll show you what's next. Check the kidney bean consistency, check the lentil consistency. If you need to add water, put a bit of water in, carry on. Right guys, we're 3 hours in. Been waiting for that cream that we put in to thicken up. You can now see we're reaching that consistency that we want to get to. At this stage, we can just mash all the kidney beans and the dal to the corners, get it nice and gooey. No one ever tells you that when you're making a dal makhani. Let's get a kidney bean out. I get this kidney bean, I'll place it on my hand. There we go. That's gone nice and mushy. Look at that, like a paste. At this stage, that roasted garam masala, check my video if you don't know how to make it, okay? In I'll go 2 tablespoons, straight in. I don't need to cook that because I've already roasted it, I've already cooked it. So all the flavors, I'm gonna keep them alive, straight into that dal makhani. As so, will also give it a nice darker texture. And at the very end, tablespoon fenugreek seeds, leaves, dry. Don't just throw them straight in. I'm taking my hand, I haven't, no blender, not powder, I'm just gonna rub it in my hands like this, okay? And then it goes. That's for the final finish, generally speaking. I think people think that it's complicated, but it's not. 3 steps, that's all it is. Other thing, as I said earlier, I showed you how to make it before. I'm making it for 8 people. It's cost 10 quid. 10 quid for 8 people in lockdown, can't go wrong. Right guys, dal's ready, I'm really excited. Family's hungry. Everyone's been waiting for this all day. There we go. That nice thick texture. It's exactly how you want it. If you want a bit of coriander, a bit of garnish, there we go. That's your perfect dal makhani. And earlier on, do you remember I put the chunks of ginger? There you go. Those chunks of ginger, when you bite into those, that's real good. I have to taste this. Amazing. Excellent. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you next time. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye now.